There's a change coming, and one of the greatest changes we see is the change on business models. It's a completely different way of doing stuff, especially because of digitalization. So we need to be aware of that, and we need to, if we want to develop technology, we need to also look at the business models that will accompany the technology, and we need to do this work in parallel. That's really important. We really need to meet the industry, both so they can hear what we have done and listen to our results, and also, of course, to get feedback. If they disagree, we would like to hear it.
We're working on the pilots, so we work on the battery side, on the solar panel side, charging, smart automation or home automation, and on the system side, software development side. Pilots are up and running, almost all of them, within private buildings and apartment buildings, and even on the business side. I think it's important to share information and learn from each other, and it's a quite new market, new technology and new ways of thinking. So I think this kind of events are important.
I think it's really exciting. I think Power Systems is a really exciting place to be at the moment, because so much is changing, and this sort of event is really good because it brings lots of different people together so that they can all share ideas and learn from each other, because it is a challenge. The network operators are changing the way they work, because they've previously been very much focused on providing assets to make sure that we have a secure supply, and now with lots of distributed energy resources like storage and EVs, battery, PVs on people's roofs, the whole downstream consumer behaviour is changing, and that's affecting the way that they need to change. So they need to be able to access the flexibility of the demand side, the downstream devices, so that they don't have to build so many assets on their networks, and we get an optimised power system.
There is a hope that we can, Europe as a whole, can win the battery race. There is a hope that we can achieve the target to battle the global climate change, and Europe can be a big part in that, take a good part in that share. I think it is extremely beneficial for young researchers like me, because then we can learn so much from the experienced people, their vision. So this is a very good opportunity for us.
It's all linked, basically. It's not just a matter of EVs, it's a matter of EV coupled with renewables growth, decarbonization, digitization and flexibility of the electrical system.
It's a fascinating topic. We see massive convergence going on in the energy sector between EVs, heat, distributed power, storage, and it's this convergence really that I think is one of the key challenges for the industry, and this event covers many of those topics. It's really critical because we see in our business many of our clients are specialists in perhaps one aspect of the energy transition, but actually everything is connected and becoming increasingly connected. So the events like this are critical to people sharing knowledge and being able to see what's going on around them, so that actually they can cooperate together. This is increasingly about co-opetition. It's not competition, it's co-opetition, and what we're seeing is a new industry emerging actually from a very established and incumbent industry that's existed for 100 years, and it's needing to reinvent itself.
In our business, the problem we are discussing is not the main topic. The main topic is transporting people from A to B, and being green or driving electrically is part of that ambition or part of that process. And based on that, our main goal is transporting people from A to B. We make different choices that one would do based on technology driven, energy driven, whatever. So please try to put your technology or all the developments you're doing into the process of what a customer is actually doing, or why they're making different decisions that you would do based on technology. In this world, we have to work together. So for us, this is also a new world. This is a new world with energy transition. So we want to have a broader perspective of what's going on internationally, and so We are actually here to learn.
It's first of all always the networking effects, and then it's the small highlights. Because from every talk you get like 1 or 2 highlights which you can take, and they all together they form the picture of how the future looks like. And of course for us from university it is very important to be at the state of the art really when it comes to technology, and see how the society is developing and what challenges we see ahead of us. Every project which is in this area to actually promote the change and to bring us further towards the sustainable development goals with a better use of energy, that really helps.